Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. On 1st and 10, Dennis. And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackled that time by Quentin Poling.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Dennis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a Sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up a throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Gone!
Out of the gun now on third down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when
it's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Watch him now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dennis buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw. Dennis. Now this is caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Dennis steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got four down.
On first down, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath the Drake, and he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Armstead in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Dennis. On the crossing route, complete. It's Elliott. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Cope. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Dennis. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escapes the defender. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Throwing on first down. Dennis, and incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Dennis, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Darren Lee there to get him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 28 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal. So they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive. Dennis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Off the play fake. Dennis. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Off-play action. Dennis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw on 3rd down. Dennis. Jackson's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. You got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Dennis. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dennis escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dennis flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Going deep here for Parker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Dennis, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down. Dennis flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Will tie, 51 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
No. Check. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Dennis eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Drake will start the drive on the ground. A beautiful spin and room to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Elliott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught, Stills, right side. And the ball is knocked out, but I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check, 59. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening